This video is the end-to-end walkthrough of how monthly member invoicing actually works in 5x5. From the first time setup through running a monthly cycle to what happens when members pay and what happens when they don't. The settings and finances videos cover what's on each page. This video covers the workflow that runs on top of them. Before your first billing cycle, an admin or the treasurer needs to do 3 things on the web dashboard. All of this lives under the billing section in the settings tab. First, set your hourly rate, your rate type, wet or dry, as well as your maximum booking length under billing and rates. This rate is the per hour charge that gets multiplied by each member's flight hours. If you collect sales tax and this expense is taxable, you can check that box as well. Second, fill out your fixed monthly expenses. List each recurring group expense, hanger, tie-down, insurance, subscriptions, with its monthly cost. You also have the option to collect for sales tax here as well. The total gets split equally across all members who share these costs, and you have the ability to flag a member as only paying hourly rates in the Members tab. This page then shows you the per member figure live as you edit, so you can see exactly what each pilot is contributing towards shared costs. Third, decide how members are going to pay their bills. You have 2 paths, and you can use either or both. The hands-off path is online payments, powered by Stripe Connect. To get started, click Connect with Stripe, and you'll be handed off to Stripe's onboarding to enter your group's bank account and verification info. Make sure to read the tips section above the button. It covers what business type to pick if your group isn't an LLC, what industry category to use, what to write for product description, what payout schedule to choose, and Stripe's fees, so there are no surprises. Once you're connected and active, every invoice email will include a Pay with Card or Bank button. Members click it, pay through Stripe, either ACH or credit card, funds deposited in your bank account automatically based on the cadence you choose, and the system marks their bill paid without anyone lifting a finger. Only one person needs to do this setup, but all members benefit. The manual path lives in Payment and Invoice settings on the same settings page. You can optionally fill in any combination of your group's Venmo username, PayPal.me link, and Zelle email or phone, whichever one you actually want to accept. Whatever you fill in shows up on every invoice email, so members have those alternatives outside of Stripe. The same card also has your payment terms, net 15, 30, 45, or 60, but those apply to every invoice regardless of how members choose to pay. They control the due date that shows on the invoice and what counts as overdue. But you can also do both. Plenty of groups offer Stripe for convenience and Venmo or check for the members who'd rather not deal with one more login. Now let's look at what running a typical monthly invoice cycle actually looks like. A few days before you want to send invoices, usually toward the end of the month or start of the next one, go to the Finances tab and look at Calculated Member Expenses. Use the Month Navigator to land on the cycle you're actually billing for. Each member has a row showing their total amount due. Click any row to expand it and see the breakdown. Their prior balance, their flight charges, which is hours flown times the hourly rate, and their share of the regular fixed expenses, itemized line by line. There's also space to include any incremental shared group charges for the month. Simply add them to your calendar of planned expenses, and the prorated portion will show up here. There's also a place to handle one-off adjustments. This can be an extra charge assessed to a specific individual, or maybe a credit for an expense they incurred for the group. Either way, you can make a member-specific adjustment and include a comment to make sure that they and you are clear on the reason. Remember, the information here is exactly what they're going to see on their invoice, so make sure to review it. When everything looks right, click Post Bills. You'll get a confirmation modal with a Send Invoice Emails checkbox already checked by default. Confirm, and a few things happen at once. First, the system creates the official charge entries in the member ledger. 1 row per member, dated today, with the total amount and a description showing the bill month. This will cause each member's running balance to update. Secondly, invoice emails will automatically be sent out to every member with a balance due. The invoice email is itemized exactly like the breakdown you reviewed. Prior balance, flight hours times rate, regular shared fixed expenses, one-time shared expenses, and individual adjustments, all resulting in the total due. There's a clear due date based on your net terms. If you posted it on the 1st with a net 30 selected, due date is on the 31st. If you have Stripe Connect active, there's a big Pay with Card or Bank button. And if you have manual payment options configured, those appear too. Send a Zelle to treasurer@club.com or Venmo at Flying Club. Members can pick whatever they prefer. When a member pays through Stripe Connect, they click the Pay button in the email. They get taken to a Stripe checkout page where they choose ACH Bank Transfer, which is cheaper, especially on bills over a few $100s, or credit card, which is instant but Stripe takes a higher fee. They then complete the payment. From there, everything is automatic. Stripe notifies 5x5 that the payment succeeded. The system then records a payment entry in the member ledger. The bill in the system gets marked as paid. The member's balance updates accordingly, and a payment receipt email goes out to them with confirmation. The treasurer doesn't have to do anything. The next time you load the finances page or hit the Check for Updates button on the ledger, you'll see the payment is already there. ACH payments take a few business days to actually settle in your bank account, but they're recorded as paid in 5x5 immediately on initiation. This is consistent with how every modern accounting tool handles ACH. If a member sends you a Venmo, drops off a check, or just hands you cash, you log it yourself. There are two equally good places to do this from the Finances tab. The fastest is from the Calculated Member Expenses section. Find the cycle the payment is for, expand that member's row, and at the bottom of the breakdown, you'll see a green Record Payment button. Click it, and a modal pops up with the member's name pre-filled, the amount pre-filled to their current balance, today's date pre-filled, and a payment method dropdown. Add a note if you want. Check number, transaction ID, anything for your records, and submit. You can also do the same thing from the member ledger by adding a manual entry with type payment. Either way, the result is the same as a Stripe payment. The ledger gets a new payment entry, the bill is marked paid, the member's balance updates, and a receipt email is sent to them. The receipt notes the method of payment, so the member has a clear acknowledgement. It's also worth noting that if you ever need to void invoices and start over, you need to do this from the Calculated Member Expenses modal. You can't delete entries directly from the ledger. This is to accommodate appropriate deletion of the charges as well as any associated sales tax that has been tracked. When you click Void Posting, 5x5 deletes the charges in the ledger as well as any associated sales tax. Once the entries are voided, you can process that month's invoices again. The system also watches for overdue bills. Each day, 5x5 checks for bills whose due date has passed but haven't been paid yet, and that haven't already had a reminder sent. When it finds one, the member gets a friendly reminder email. That reminder only goes out once per overdue bill, so members aren't getting nagged daily. The original invoice email's payment button continues to work, so they can still pay through Stripe whenever they're ready. No need to send a fresh invoice. On the treasurer's side, the member shows up with a positive balance on the financial snapshot in red, so it's visible at a glance who's behind. The member ledger shows their unpaid charge sitting there with no offsetting payment yet. From here, your group's policy takes over. Some treasurers send a personal note, some apply a late fee as an individual adjustment on the next bill, some just wait. 5x5 doesn't have an opinion. It gives you the information and the tools to act on it. When the member finally pays, whether through Stripe, manually recorded, or by ACH that was already in flight, everything reconciles automatically. The payment posts, the bill flips to paid, the balance clears, and you're back to a clean slate for next month. So the full process looks like this. Configure your rates and fixed expenses once. Optionally turn on Stripe Connect for one-click member payments. Each month, review the calculated bills, add adjustments where needed, click Post Bills. Members pay either through the link or out of band like Venmo or check. The system tracks who's paid, who hasn't, sends overdue reminders automatically, and keeps a permanent ledger of every charge and payment for as long as your group exists. That's billing and payments. Set it up once, run monthly at a few clicks, and let the system handle the bookkeeping in between.